Hello, good morning, this is Steve here. Nice to see you again, folks. Sorry I've been conspicuous in my absence. I've had a few issues and problems and illnesses and usual stuff. I've had a request, and it's funny really, because a guy who follows my channel called Wild Child has requested he wants to see some records of mine. Also, it's funny really, because obviously he's a Wasp fan. Last night I just found out I'm going to see Wasp again next year because they're on the road. They're performing material off their first 4 albums, and they're playing just the road down the road from me. So it's a double whammy really. It's brilliant. But now Wild Child, what he wants to see is some of me Kiss and me Alice Cooper records out of me bedroom. Now some of you are thinking, well, what on earth is he talking about? Let me explain. Behind me, you can see it there, is part of my CD collection. It's a small part of it. I could probably fill about 3 of them. I'm not bragging like, but it's the stark reality of being a record collector. And round me is all my vinyl. My original record collection, there's too many emotional memories attached to it. And a lot of them are originals, and they were bought when they came out, and it was an important part of my life, and I don't want to mix them in the main collection, because then you spend the rest of your life wondering, is that the album, or was that the album? By keeping the 2 collections separate, I know for the fact that it is the album that's next door. They're very important to me emotionally, so now you know where I'm coming from. So Mr. Wildchild, he messaged me on me comments below, and he wanted to see me Alice Cooper and me Kiss out of me bedroom. So if you want to see anything, and providing it's not rude, I'll show you. The first record I'm going to show, and I'm showing this because everybody shows it on a CD, but not many people have got it on vinyl, and that's this record. And this came out in 1989. I bought this in when it came out. You can tell by the R price sticker it cost me the raw $5.99, and records were starting to get a bit expensive towards the late 80s, early 90s. But that was an R price sticker. They were like the generic record store in the UK at the time. I believe Virgin bought them out, but that's where I used to shop. And I always used to go up to Birmingham as well. There was a huge Virgin store, and Reddington's Records. If you're from the Birmingham area or West Midlands, you know what I'm talking about. There was another record store called Reddington's. He's long closed down now, but not many people see this on vinyl, so I thought I'd show it. And this is like a generic best of Alice Cooper. It's got all his massive hits, The School's Out, Under My Wheels, Desperado, love that song, one of my favourites, and it's just hit after hit after hit, and it finishes with Department of Youth. It's got a nice collage in the on the case of all Alice Cooper's pictures. That's his pet snake, and that's another collage you get with it. You're going to see that album in a minute. I'm only giving you a clue, but yeah, this is. I'm just showing this, like, because not many people see this on vinyl, and the ones I've this is a decent copy. It's been played to absolutely death, but it's a decent copy. The ones I've normally seen have been very poor quality. Now this is the next record I own of Alice Cooper. I've had this album, I can't exactly remember when, but this is in absolutely great condition. I believe at the time Alice was going through issues himself, and that's the track listing of it. And some people liked the album, some people didn't. I liked it. I think it's a decent album, but it's got the folded cover look, obviously there, and it's just a great cover. And yeah, it's got the I won't talk about it because it's not politically correct. It's got, I don't know what you call them, so I don't want to say anything in case that some political correct person pulls me up. But yeah, also it's not political correct. We'll leave it at that on this cover. But yeah, and it's this album. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I think it came out in 78. I can't remember when it came out. I think it was set about late, it could be early 80s. I'll just check actually. Yeah, you got a nice picture there of Alice Cooper, look. That's the picture there. And you got the words. I'm just trying to think, I think it was sent around, I can't remember when it came out. Usually I can tell, yeah, I'm right. This came out in 78. I probably had it since the early 80s. Can't remember where I got it from, but I knew it was around about the late 70s, early 80s. But yeah, that's my other record I've got. The next one is a bit more recent. Alice did an album, I can't remember the date, it was trash, it was huge. Poison, it was the key song off it, got into the British charts about number 2. And these were doing the rounds. Was this one, and I bought this. I think I bought the CD of Trash, or I can't remember. But I think I picked this up at a record fair. It's the Bed of Nails. Now, the reason why I liked it, I don't really collect picture discs. It was probably, knowing me, cheap. I could afford it. It was only probably a couple of quid. Plus the fact it's got a song called I'm Your Gun on it, and live it's a brilliant track. And that's in there. And I've had this since probably Trash was released, or just after. But it's a great record. I've got a love-hate relationship with Alice Cooper, I'm afraid. I love a lot of his early stuff. I like some of his newer stuff. Say after Trash, I can take it or leave it. But we was discussing him, funny enough, a few weeks back, and he was a showman. And a friend of mine's seen him a few times live. He says, unfortunately, the fans just want to hear the old stuff, like School's Out, Elected, and that sort of stuff. And he doesn't play much of the new stuff because nobody wants to listen to it. They want to see him get his head cut off. To me, Alice Cooper, with Renee Holsper, he started a thread of the best album intros, which I'm going to do probably, which is the best first track of an album. Welcome to My Nightmare, which I've got the vinyl copy behind me, to me has one of the best side Bs ever on a record. It's got stuff like Steven, and that's I thought Alice Cooper's really good and creepy. But it's just a brilliant record, and to me it's my favourite side 2 of any record. So that's another one I've got. You have to excuse me a bit. That's right, it's alright, my system's getting messed up. Now, the next request was Kiss. I discovered Kiss back in the late 70s, who did it with Crazy Nights and all the early stuff. It's alright, I'm getting a bit funny at the moment. My brain's not functioning. The first, I don't remember where I got them from. Oh, that's right, Deuce. I've got these on CD. I don't play the records now because I own it all on CD. I've got lots of CDs by Kiss behind me. The first one was this one. I'm not going to get them out. This is the Kiss live album. These came out 75 and 77 respectively. And they sort of, everything on here is awesome. Some great records, great songs. And Deuce, Strutter, Got to Choose, Hotter Than Hell, brilliant track, Firehouse. It's Ace Frehley, Chris Stanley, Gene Simmons, and just an amazing record. If anybody wants to check out Kiss, these are the ones I always point them to. I love live albums. Greg the Egg's the same. And yeah, just amazing stuff. I'm not getting this one out, but I love these covers as well. Because I always think, I wonder what happened to all the people on there. Are they still like rock and roll? How many people have died and all this stuff? That's what I think when I look at a record like this. But yeah, this is the first one. Sorry about that, folks. The second one I own is this one. I love this record because it's got a ferocious picture of Gene Simmons. Can you see it? I bet that used to scare the old grannies and the kids when they saw this record. But yeah, look at him. Look, he just looks like he's killed somebody for real, doesn't it? But yeah, this is another great thing. It's got the stuff on like Detroit Rock City, all sorts of Kiss gorgeousness, all brilliance. It was on the Casablanca, which was obviously their label. I'm not talking too much about them because everybody knows about Kiss, but they're just a great band. I love them. Another one I own. I don't think it's an original. Might be, but is this one, Dynasty? And I bought this one. I can't remember when it was issued, but I've had this one forever. I've had them other two Kiss ones, Wild Child. They've been in my collection probably since the early 80s. You can see by the look of them, I got them second hand. This is another record I own. It was only $4.99, again from our price. I always leave the R price stickers on them. It's great sort of nostalgia for me. But again, you get the 4 pictures. Look, just a great album. Great stuff. The next one I've got is this one. This is the last one I've got. I'm showing. This is the Asylum album. Brilliant album. I don't think Kiss made bad records. My own personal opinion. They're just sort of one of these bands. I think they. How can I describe it? They did the experimentation lark. They took it a bit too far. But to me, Kiss don't make bad albums. There's one that's shown on the VC that does get some hate, and I love it. And to me, all their albums are good. But obviously, I like the early stuff better. Who doesn't? But yeah, this is a great record. It's in great condition as well. But there you go, then, Wild Child. Thanks for watching me, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it's fulfilled your expectations and stuff. And as I said, I've got loads more, but it's all round me, it's behind me. There's record boxes across the road. I might do a collection tour one day, but not in this room, because this is a video for records and CDs. This ain't a blog channel. My life's boring, and ever since I started this, I want to keep my personal life out of it. It is boring anyways, but showing people around me sitting room and stuff, it's just a bit too much for me. But I hope, Wild Child, you love this, and I hope to see you at a Wasp gig next year. This is me, Zulu, signing off. Cheers, folks, and thanks for indulging me.